So the other day, I shared a post, and in it, I stated this: I'm not just building brands, I'm curating stories. You see, at the heart of every product, service, personal brand, it's a story. Behind that person, behind the product, there's always a story. Recently, I worked with an author who found himself in a very unlikely place and found himself holding a microphone when he was asked, "Do you have anything to say?" And he made this statement: "You were never meant to be here." That one statement, expressed to a loved one in a place that he never would have imagined himself being, turned into a book. It turned into a workbook. It's turning into products. It's turning into all of these different expressions, all related to that one story. The one story that changed his life, changed the trajectory of his loved ones, and is now affecting the lives of so many other people. And that's why story is so important. Because here's the truth. We're becoming someone. God has a really specific design for each of us. And a lot of times what we find ourselves doing is we look to other people, we look to other stories, and we find similarities and we attach ourselves to that story. But the reality is this: that's their story, not yours. So what do? You have to find a way to cultivate your own story. My role in my company is chief curator. It's been that since day one, but there's a story there. Back in 2014, 2015, we had a season where we were leaving one position and going into another. On the first day of this new job, I walked in and my boss asked me this question. He said, "Hey, what do you want your title to be?" I said, "I don't know, communications director sounds great to me." He said, "That's boring," and left the room. 3 hours later, I get an email in my inbox with my signature attached. It says, "Casey Clark, Chief Curator." Fast forward 3 years later, I'm just launching my company, finding my bearings, and I am working on client projects and different things like that. I've got these systems and processes in play, but there's this vacancy in why I do what I do. And the Lord asked me this question. He said, "Hey, have you ever looked up the word curate? I mean, it's your title. You should go learn about that." So I go and I look up the word, and I see that there are two tenses, probably more, but two tenses. One is the noun tense. This really captured my heart. It said, "The person in charge of the care of souls." How perfect is that? The second tense, the verb tense, to curate. We all know and understand that one. It's very similar to gallery curator. Basically, the premise there is we pull the most beautiful things about something or someone together in an effort to curate an experience that people can engage with. We put it on display. We give it a social life. So why do I say all this? Your story matters, but sometimes we need someone to help us pull together the best parts of who we are, to help us uncover things that we don't know about ourselves, to help us understand why those matter and how they're attached to the things that we're doing. Because believe it or not, a lot of times what you're doing is coming from a very true place. You're just not aware of it. Just like I was not aware that I was actually really interested in taking care of the people behind the products until I found out that this word, this title that was given to me kind of on accident, became some breadcrumbs that led me to a true understanding of I really am a curator at heart. And for me, what that means is I really take care of, and I specifically want to steward the person behind the dream so that they become the person that has something worth saying, that fully understands why that dream matters to them, because there they can do that with intention, with authenticity, and with purpose. So if that's you, if you've got those kinds of questions, or if you want to learn more, I would love to hear from you. You can drop me a comment in the DMs below and let's talk. I hope this has been helpful today. Really appreciate you guys following along. Some great new things coming from Brand Discipleship in the fall. Can't wait to share it with you. Thanks for watching.